Can you get off of me?
So you really still upset with me?
Can you leave me alone?
Kristen, you ready? Let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna get ready. All right. People don't talk about this much. The hard part about being a parent is making decisions for your kids and they get mad at you. My daughter is upset with me because I noticed some things that's going on with her, and I told her we're gonna make a change. She has to make a change. I told my daughter, I said, I don't know if I want to say this online because I don't want to embarrass her. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully this can help the next mom. I told my daughter, I said, Christina, I've noticed that you're gaining a lot of weight. I said it would be best to choose a day, 3 days out the week to work out. You can start off Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You choose the time, but Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you need to be in the gym room working out for 30 minutes at least. And then let me tell you, I do my best as a mother. I may not always get it right, but when I see things as a mom, I have to speak up on it. What else? I know the internet probably going to start cussing me out, probably going to hate me and whatnot, but this is my first time doing this. I try to encourage my children by setting the example. So I got a gym membership and my daughter and I used to go and she enjoyed it. So I canceled my gym membership because I'm like, I have a gym at home. And it was a long story behind that between my friend and I. But anyway, fast forward, I canceled my gym membership and I have a gym at home. I'm working out at home. Now, by me working out, I'm thinking my daughter would pick up from where we left off. I'm going to the gym. When I'm running on the treadmill and I see her walking, I'll just signal to her, come on in. And she'll tell me, no, I'm not coming in. But as a mother, I cannot see my child gaining weight and not say anything about it. I wasn't mean about it. I simply told her, I said, and to see my child, she's very, what is the word, Lord? What is it? She is very opinionated. She is mentally strong. She's a very strong and smart child, smart girl. And I told her, I said, Christina, I want to see you in the gym room. If I don't see you in the gym room, you get your tablet taken away. And I think that's why she's pissed off at me. I don't think it's because, I think it is because I said what I said about her going to the gym 3 days out the week. And if I don't see her working out, I would take her tablet away. It's just, I may be doing it wrong. I don't know. If I am, let me know in the comments. This is a conversation I feel like it doesn't happen often with mothers and daughters, or mothers speaking about their daughters or daughters' weight. I feel like if I don't do something about it now, it will turn into something worse as she gets older. Because I was the fat kid. I was the overweight kid. I was the obese kid. And my parents weren't, when it came to my weight, I was spoiled. I got everything I wanted, food, whatever. I took a lot of my emotions out on food. I don't think that's what my daughter is doing. It's that fucking tablet. Because when we got her that tablet, all she does is sit, watch, and eat. And I see it. I see a younger me in her. And I don't want her to feel the way that I felt growing up. And I also told my daughter, I said, Christina, you don't know. I don't want you to have depression. I don't want you to feel sad about yourself, because I was once there. And I started losing the weight and I started working out and focusing more on my health when it was my 10th grade year. And I lost, I think, 80 pounds, y'all. So that was a fat ass piece of thickness. I was fat. I ain't gonna lie. I was fat and I ate a lot. And that was simply because I grew up in an African household and it was always about rice, and you have to eat all your food. If you don't eat all your food, something's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna blame it on that. But it wasn't about eating your fruits and your vegetables. It wasn't about that. It was always about rice and chicken and meat, or some type of meat and carb. That's how I grew up in my household. It was always some type of African food, fufu, rice. It was always rice. And I want my daughter to love herself. I want her to, yes, she loves herself, but I need her to love working out and know how important it is to work out.
Mom?
How may I help you?
I think that's Hyperlace.
What's Hyperlace?
It's where there's these two red things
But one of them looks light pink.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kristen. But it's just, it is what it is. So you can chew me out if you want in the comments. It's cool. It's not your life. I'm not being mean. I'm not abusing my kid. None of that stuff. I'm just concerned
She's
about
just
my
being a
child.
mom.
That's it. I'm being concerned about my child's health. And
No, she's mad because of the softball thing.
no, she's upset with me.
What did she do? What did you do to her?
What softball thing? That's not why she's upset.
I said it wasn't an activity. Only reason why I like softball.
She wants to take softball
The only
instead of
reason why-
swim. And I said no, because softball is not an active sport. You run here and there, but majority of the time you're standing up waiting for the ball. She's already played softball. And they told me, oh, I don't like softball, Mom. Put me in something else. I'm just tired of the back and forth. We're not, this is it. We're sticking with swim, and that's it. Swimming works out the entire body. And furthermore, my children, Chris, they, right now, as a mom, it sucks because I know what's best for my children. Even though they think that I'm being a terrible mom, I'm not listening to them. I am listening to them because, let me talk, man. Because right now, put this down. You're distracting me. Let me think. Right now, my children are not happy with me because I have made decisions for them. For example, Christopher wants to play football and he's like, oh, Mom, you haven't put me in a football. And I did. I put Christopher in football 2 years ago. He wasn't into it. He didn't want to get up and go. So you know what? As I'm the sole caretaker of my children 99% of the time. My husband works outside of the home. So I'm here with my children. And I'm the one who have to drive them from this sport to the next sport to that sport. And it is insane trying to keep up with the time schedule, who needs what, who has to go to this place. So I figure, you know what? I pray about it. Father God, help me to find a sport for my children where they all can participate at the same time and together, and it's beneficial for them. And swim came to mind. I said, great. I asked them about swim. They were like, Mom, what do it? They loved it. They loved the competition. And I went ahead and I put them in a swimming program in the fall season so they have something to do. But now Christopher is upset with me because he said he wants to play football. My son is homeschooled. For him, we don't have any type of football sports around here unless it's at the high school. For him to play football at the high school, I would have to register him at the schoolhouse. My son is homeschooled for a specific reason, all right? I do not want my children to be influenced by negative behaviors. They're children, they're still learning and whatnot. That's one of many reasons why my children are homeschooled. So right now, I'm not loved by my kids. They still love me, but they don't see or understand what I'm doing for them. Hopefully in the future, they will when they're older, when they have their own kids. But for now, they're minors. I have to make this decision for them. Because not just that, furthermore, I remember growing up, my mom would ask me, hey, you want to do this sport? You want to do that? And I'll tell her, no, I don't want to do that. And she'll be like, okay. Where's the fight back? Where is the mom? Stand up. Come on. Encourage. Push your children to their limits. Motivate them. Move them to be their best selves. I didn't even get that. And then it was like, I remember also back to being the fat kid. When I was the fat kid, it came to a point where I was just tired of being fat. And my mom didn't exercise like that. Not like that. She didn't exercise, period. My dad was the only one who would wake up in the mornings and go running outside. And then when I remember it was my 10th grade year. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, no, I got a pamphlet. Kristen, I'm trying to focus here. Please. She is making a whole bunch of noise in the background. Goodness. My 10th grade year, I got a pamphlet in school about the middle school close by our house. They were having an aerobic class. And I asked my mom if I could join. We went and we saw it. She told me no. I guess because she wanted to drive me to the school. But at that point, I was driving. I started to drive and it wasn't far. It was less than a mile. It wasn't walking distance. She told me no. I couldn't join the aerobics class. And I was pissed. I was upset because I want to work on my weight. I want to change and be a better person. Nobody is helping me or teaching me how to do this stuff. I'm trying to do it on my own and you're telling me no. So I think I talked to him about getting some workout equipment, or they decided to get me a workout equipment, and we got a treadmill. And my father got on that treadmill every single day, Monday to Friday. The gym room was right underneath my bed, underneath my room. So I could hear my dad running. I could hear his footsteps running Monday to Friday. Saturday, he would run outside. The days he was not working, he would run outside. So I guess that's where I get the running from. But I'm trying my best as a mom. And Christina and Kristen, I just want y'all to know that I love y'all dearly. I truly do love y'all. And it is my job. And God blessed me with y'all. And I'm doing my damn best. And I'm doing what I think is right. And that's it. So right now, if my children hate me for it, well, then so be it. Because I didn't get it. And I am trying to be the mom that I didn't get. So it is what it is. I mean, you don't hate me?
No, I love you.
I love you too, Ships. Maybe because I haven't put you in this. I don't know.
The only reason why I wanted to go into softball is because they had some good snacks there.
See, and I'm not about that life. So that's what it is. That's my mom rant this morning. But I have to keep being a great mom. Keep doing what I do. I hope I explained to y'all properly. My mind is all over the place. I haven't eaten yet. I'm fasting. I'm about to get up, go to the store, get some food items to cook this morning, this afternoon. I think it's like 12 o'clock. I'm about to take my shower and get ready for the day, y'all. And be a great mom, like always.